Hello and welcome to Ashworth Haus Audio. I thought I would take a moment just to give a little brief studio tour, show you around the place, go over some of the gear that I've got in the racks and some of the instruments. Yeah, just generally have a nosy around. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Okay, so this is the studio. Please excuse the handling noise on the microphone. I haven't invested in a wireless mic yet for video, but yeah, let's start over this side. So we have a newly refurbished Fender Bassman 50 amp head and a custom 1x12 guitar cab that was wonderfully crafted by Noisy Hammer. I think they are based in Norwich. Really great artisan cab and amp repair. They built this cab from scratch to the spec of the amp head, so that sounds wonderful. Really pleased with that. We've got the guitar rack. We've got a decent variety of styles for various applications. First up, we have this Martin Electro acoustic, and I have two different Marcus Miller Sire bass guitars. One is a Stingray style copy and one is a fretless jazz bass style copy. I'll probably do a more in-depth look at all the guitars another time. So we've got a Squier Mustang short scale at the moment with flats on it, which sounds great. A Squier Jazzmaster 12-string electric, that's really nice. An Epiphone Casino. I think it's from early 2000s, Korean model. And a Squier 70s classic vibe Fender Jaguar. Got an Epiphone SG Special with P90s. Just had that set up and it plays great. Yeah, so moving over to the rack, the first rack, we've got obviously essential power conditioner, got a headphone amp, and we've got a Sans amp bass rack, which is really useful. RB1 or RBI, I don't know which it is. And next up is the Warm Audio Bus Comp 2-channel VCA bus compressor. It's kind of like an SSL style clone. A couple of Clark Technic 1176 style compressors. They are pretty good. Really good for the price. Got a couple of Clark Technic LA2A style compressors. They've been upgraded with Black Lion Audio optical cells. They sound great, really happy with those. And then a pair of LA3A style Golden Age Audio Project, or Golden Age Project Comp 3As. They've been really useful as well. And color coordinated patch bay. A couple of Behringer patch bays, but obviously important when you've got outboard. I've got, apart from the Yamahas HS5s, I've got some Bayer headphones, open back headphones. They're great for mixing. For MIDI control, I've got the Behringer X-Touch. I've got an extender and the bass as well, which is really useful. It's just got some nice automated faders that work really well with Logic. For monitoring, I've got this passive big knob from Mackie monitor controller. And then on the other side of the rack, I've got a couple of art products here. I've got the Pro VLA 2, which is just like a 2-channel bus comp style thing. To be honest, I don't really use that much. It might be something I'll part with in the future. And a Pro Channel 2 from Art as well, which is a nice little channel strip style rack. It's got a preamp and it's got EQ and some compression built into it already, which is useful. And then more preamps down here. I've got 4 channels of this Warm Audio WA273, which is their take on the Neve 1073 style preamp. Then we got their version of an API clone, which is the WA412, which is nice, gives another 4 channels. And then Black Lion Audio's version of pretty much the same API style pre, which is their B12A quad, And back into warm audio land with their WA2MPX, which I think is a clone of their Ampex style preamps. You know, the preamps from the old Ampex tape machines. That's nice and warm, and it's got and it's got a real nice drive to it. There is some built-in sort of tape saturation emulation, which is pretty cool. Bass sounds great through this. I really like it with acoustics as well. Stereo mic in the acoustics. And then at the bottom I've got another art preamp, which is just their TPS2, which is just a nice little clean two-channel preamp. Yeah, that's the rack. Got some mics left over from an acoustic guitar tracking session there on a stand, ready to go. Over to the keyboards. So I've got this Nectar MIDI controller, which is really nice for synth, software synths and things like that. Down here we've got an Arturia Keylab 88 with weighted keys, which is great for all kinds of pianos and, you know, keyboard software instruments. Got an old Boss ME50 guitar pedal, which comes out every now and again. To be honest, half the time it gets used mostly on this Korg MS-10 synth, analog synth from the 70s, an original one, which is does have a cracked key, but it is in full working condition. And yeah, it's been great. Used it for many, many years, various bands, but it's an amazing little studio mono synth. So yeah, that gets run through the Boss ME50 quite a lot to add some delay and things like that and reverb. And then on top, I've got this old Yamaha PortaSound VSS30, which is a great little sample keyboard. It just creates these crunchy lo-fi little samples and loops. It's really useful, really fun. Yep, and then pulling out a little bit, just got some additional monitoring for people in the back of the room. I've got these little powered Yamahas. Okay, let's spin it round. So this is kind of the other end of the room, which is what I'd say is the performance space. There's plenty of room. It's big enough for a drum kit for 2 or 3 people to perform in. Yeah, it's been great. This is where we've been shooting all the live sessions, and the recent sessions that we recorded did the drum tracking for All Hail Hyenas album, as well as the drum tracking for Fruitless Forest. Plenty of space on here, nice and cozy. Got a little patch bay down here, so we can do 4 headphone outs and record 16 channels in at once. Lots of these GIK or GIK acoustics panels. They really help in here because as you can probably tell, it's just one big rectangle of a room, which creates a lot of reflections. So I need to tame that a little bit. Okay, so in the back of the room, I've just got a little simple storage area. It's very, very messy. I've just put this curtain here so that I can film. Just put a curtain here so I can film live sessions and so it doesn't look crazy. Little area for tea and coffee, and then a very messy back area for cabling, mic stands, storing drums. Got all sorts of stuff back here. And then this little room divider was cooked up with an old IKEA bookcase, and that gives me quite a lot of storage. So I've got all my mics in here, DI boxes, spare cables. It gives me some space up here to store keyboards and other drums and bits and pieces. It is a small studio and it is a small space, so you've got to use as much as I can to get everything nice and tidy, or at least to try and keep the place tidy. As you can see, it's just one space divided into 2. I'm happy with it, considering, yeah, I've wanted a studio space my entire life, and this is in my house. So, yeah, quite accomplished, and feeling really proud of all the work that's gone in over the past year or so. Yeah, so that's a quick whistle stop of the studio. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've also got some of these room mics permanently set up and to go. They're great for just recording drums. They are a pair of these T-Bone RB500 ribbon mics, figure 8s. They are genuinely really good. They're great. I mean, I don't have calls to compare them to, but I've listened to a lot of samples on YouTube, etc. And to be honest, they sound, you know, not that far away from some Coles ribbons. Really, really good. And for room mics, happy days. They're also really good as spare overheads as well, but I do have some Bayer M160s, which are kind of my new go-to for overheads. Yeah, so that's it really. Thanks very much. Bye for now.